What up, y'all? It's Jolene King with another video, and Rev is back with another video. We're in gaming news right now, so if you're not into any gaming or anything related to this topic, so yeah, you feel free to move on. So we got other news on Stellar Blade, as Rev is about to talk about. Let's get into
Hey, what's up,
it.
guys? Riff here. Sorry for the scuff production. I'm actually at WeebCon right now and I'm staying an extra day. I want to give you guys a video, but unfortunately, my laptop runs like a potato, so it can't handle VTube Studio. So
Welcome to my hell. I tried that. No, it's a shock that I tried VTubing, but
we're kicking it
actually,
old school with a no VTuber model video. But that's not going to stop me from sharing some relevant news for you guys. And today we're going to focus on Stellar Blade because this game is about a month away from its official release.
it's not even out yet, and people are still mad. Not even out yet. People are still mad about this. You know how mad you need to be. Need to be that just the demo is out, and you're already just going hella wild over this game. Like that's how good it has to be. That people are just wilding out.
And a
I'm
lot of people are seething over it. So a lot of people have been talking
seething.
about the demo that was recently released for this game, and
Demo.
the praise has been very, very strong. A lot of people are very excited about this demo, and they're saying the gameplay, not just the aesthetics, but the gameplay is really, really good. However, with that comes some predictable outrage from games journalists over at IGN. You can see Mark Kern here pointing out. So at IGN calls Stellar Blade protagonist a sexualized doll and says the creator has never seen a living woman. Yes, this is the actual quote. So it says this. It's not new, and other games have chosen to highlight the strengths of their female characters, but where Bayonetta stands out with an iconic character design, or 2B from Nier Automata inspires an entire generation of cosplayers, Eve from Stellar Blade is just bland, a doll sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman. Now, of course, we all
Nigga, Bayonetta is more sexual than this. Like Bayonetta, hell, bro. If you play the game, every chance, every move she makes is just thighs, ass, thighs, ass, thighs, ass. You just see her transform to new clothes. Yarr. Yeah, you can say this one, but hey, at least she's not advertising that.
know that
Yeah,
is
man.
very
So good.
ironic because the character Eve is or was created by a 3D printed scan of a real life Korean model. And on top of that, if you do some research, you can find
40, 40, 40.
out the
Dang.
director is
Oh,
married to this woman right here, who's one of the main people behind the art team for
damn.
this game.
40? Yeah, you're the art team, but dang, 40? Nah, Asians, bro.
So, yes, once again, IGN being wrong on multiple levels. It's actually kind of impressive that games journals can get so much wrong in a simple paragraph quote, but that's hardly surprising at this point. But moving forward, IGN France would get a lot of criticism, and as Vera points out here, they would actually double down and show just how petty and angry they are about this criticism.
Oh, wait, I've seen this chick's channel. This chick channel. Let's check her out, but her pacing is just a bit weird for me. But I
So
have
she
seen
says
this.
this. IGN France was getting roasted for saying Stellar Blade's Eve is just a sexualized doll for people who act like they've never seen a woman, and then they added context about the English speaking mob who Google translated it. Yes, you can see the original quote up here, and then they added this little section in parentheses saying, this last sentence has been slightly edited for French speaking people pretending not to understand what we meant, and the English speaking mob who Google translated the initial text. Ah, yes. Games journalists seething over their ridiculous statements being questioned is very, very predictable.
Running and hiding. Oh my goodness.
But moving forward here, there's been a lot of hype, especially surrounding the recent demo that was released. A lot of people are checking out the official.
Are these clothes, gang? Are these clothes, bro? What are these? These are clothes with I don't know where it starts or ends, bro. Like, oh.
Appearance of Eve and the, of course, jiggle physics, as you can see in this simple climbing animation here that people have been going absolutely feral over. And that's something that is highlighted throughout this demo. It's, of course, has great gameplay, but people are checking out the design of Eve herself. And since, like I said, I'm at WeebCon, I can't play the demo currently, but here is the VTuber Lena showing off some of the interesting parts of this new demo.
Swing. She's
Jesus.
gonna hold on. I gotta aim it the camera just right so I can get across the other bar. 1 second. I just want to be sure that I don't miss the bar.
Oh, bro,
Wait, I need to turn around real quick. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I gotta aim it. I can't miss, or I'm gonna fall in the water. Maybe if she turns around. Hold on. Okay. Alright, then, yeah, I think I've got it just right. Okay, right here. And if she...
Now I see why this game is selling a lot for just a demo, bro. Bro, this game is making money. Woo.
Oh shit, sorry, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Okay, I think she can go forward now. It's glowing. See, you know what? That's all the practice I needed.
So currently, a lot of people are enjoying that aspect of the demo, but also from many other reports, the gameplay of the demo is very impressive, and a lot of people are really enjoying the demo and are looking forward to the release that,
Yeah, she's based off a real woman, I can see, bro.
like I said, is coming out in about a month. Now,
A month, a month. When was this video? Okay, this video is a couple days old. So, a month, a month. Is it this month? Because this, no, I think it's this month because I remember downloading this video recently. It's recently a month. May. I don't have a PS5. I don't have a PS5, but I know a friend who has one. I'm about to make very bad financial decisions. Please stop me.
of course, with this comes more seething on Twitter. Beyond just game journalists, we have people on Twitter who are very angry about the design of Eve from Stellar Blade. You can see this absolutely horrendous quote retweet of that previous tweet saying, if you play games like this, you're just a weirdo who should have their hard drives checked. So of course they are implying that if you enjoy this character design, you are a predator, which is
Let me see a consenting old woman in a game that kills monsters that are hunting humans to extinction. That again consented, licensed, legalized, signed form saying that she's comfortable being presented like this in the way she is, and she's again an adult. I don't know how old she is, but I don't care. She's an adult. How am I a weirdo for? I don't know. When I'm playing old games, old PlayStation games, all the men used to be like so buff and wore less clothing. Pay attention to those old games. Their clothes are so tight, you can't even breathe. Their hair spores can't even breathe. There's no oxygen going through their hair, or they're just wearing like a lot of vest things, even things that shouldn't be vest. Like they just rip off the sleeve of this thing and it doesn't look like a vest and it shouldn't look like a vest, and then make it look like a vest. But like just pure muscle and stuff, just acting like they. And I know the voice actors. I don't know them, but I know who they are. Right? They use like these very well-known actors with a very calm voice, but in the game it's like, yeah, nah, bro, like, bro, dude, you need a lozenge, bro? Are you good? Like they be like, oh yeah, how y'all doing? Then like in the game, yeah, we'll just kill all of them. And they're not Batman. I swear they're not Batman. They're not.
It's very
The game
interesting
is
because,
so.
fellas, is it pedophilia to be attracted to a video game character based on a 3D scan of a 24-year-old Korean
24? 24? Are you single? Is she single? Is she single?
model?
24.
Apparently, this user thinks so. And also, I can't help but recognize some of the xenophobia that we come to expect. Of course, a Asian-looking character or someone that is based on an Asian woman immediately being infantilized by weirdos on Twitter who
Is
can't
a
help but think of children every single time they see a
dog.
video game character or an adult Asian woman. Very strange stuff. But continuing, here's another person posting a screenshot of a user basically saying that they're going to intentionally be stuck on this part of the game for a long time. A comment that
I respect your honesty, my boy. But we're always gonna be stuck on that ledge, boy. We're gonna be stuck on that ledge, just holding on. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to press the button to get.
that a few years ago, let's say 5-10 years ago, you would have gotten no flack for. It's a harmless, goofy comment. But here we are in the year 2024 where people are trying to be offended by everything and are trying to attack people for anything. And this user posts a screenshot saying, wow, some of y'all need to put the controller down and talk to real women. Trust me, it's way better than a video game. I'm going to be honest with this guy. I'm not going to trust any of your opinions about the experience you've had talking to real women. I don't really think that you're probably too great at that. But with everything, you're going to see people constantly saying that you're an incel, that you're a virgin, a weirdo, a loser, creep, all these things for simply enjoying an attractive character design with some physics added onto it. Like, honestly, if you're really that bothered by any of this stuff, just avoid it entirely.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go out of your way to screenshot these things and to seethe about it on Twitter. And of course, with all these things, it's like, you have people like me, like, I'm a married man. What if I say, I enjoy this, or I made a comment similar to this user? Like, what's going to happen? Bots like this literally malfunction because they have only a few hand-selected, preloaded responses they can give when they're angry about the designs of fictional characters and video game characters and alike. And if you challenge them, well, they basically don't know what to do. But moving forward, here's another tweet saying, every day I lose interest in this game as I find all the people doing are posting a sex doll simulator with $900 billion jiggle physics production. Yes, calling this character a sex doll simulator feels a lot more insulting when you realize that it's literally based on a design from a real human being. That seems pretty insulting to say. But this idea of this whole thing being some sort of scandalous sort of content is reflected in this tweet with 43,000 likes from a typical interaction baiter on Twitter saying, I have not seen any gameplay of this game. It's all porn material, which is very interesting.
Okay. Don't care. Good game.
Because users like this will see a fully clothed character and immediately
Fully clothed? This is fully clothed. Hey, bro, tell me where's the skin and where's the clothes. I can't see, bro. I'm not on his size, but I'm like, fully clothed? You have the wrong example.
think it's porn, which is very funny because the average Twitter user right now, they really can't differentiate between fan service in a video game and full-fledged hardcore pornography. The fact that they can't see the difference between the two is very telling, and honestly, it just points towards them being the one who's seeing sexuality and hypersexuality in literally every single piece of media that they come across. But moving forward, bot responses like that are reflected by a compilation of replies right here. This user says, holy shit, dead internet theory really is coming true in those comments. So if you don't know what dead internet theory is, it's basically an idea that the majority of the content and interactions we see online are from bots or just repeated and replicated content. And you can see it reflected in this section of replies. People saying the same thing over and over and over again, word for word, bar for bar. You have users saying, I haven't seen a single clip of actual gameplay from this game. I haven't seen a single clip of actual gameplay from this game. Repeating for a third time. Then down here, camera control could be golden in this game, Keck. And then that's repeated 2 more times. The reply section is just people literally regurgitating the exact same copy and pasted messages, literally including ... at the end. There's no originality, and it really does show this whole dead internet theory is something that is much more real than a lot of people gave it credit for a long time. But here's another insane quote retweet of a example from this game. This user saying, if I can't play a game in front of my mother, I low-key don't want it. 27,000 likes on this tweet.
There's a lot of games I can never play in front of my mom. A lot. Hey, bro, a lot. Hey, bro. I'm still gonna play them, but not in front of my mom, bro. Because I'm not in the mood for that argument.
First of all, why do you need to play video games in front of your mother? I mean, I guess these people are talking about interacting with women. I mean, I guess this is the women they're talking about when they say they've interacted with women. It's their own mother who they're playing video games in front of. But this idea of
I didn't mean it in that way.
If you can't play in front of your mother, first of all, there's nothing in this game that's so insane that you should feel uncomfortable playing it in front of anyone. But if you're that insecure, I don't really know what else to tell you. You can probably cross off just about every video game out there because everything's going to be weird and uncomfy for you at this point if you're thinking
If I see this game at Comic Con when I go end of the year or it's September, then I'd be like, yeah, I can play it. I can play this game anywhere. There was Mortal Kombat One, the remake. There was a lot of blood in that game. They didn't switch off the blood setting. There's blood, executions, murder, symbolisms. There were all there. So if this game is at Comic Con, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't
Stellar
care. I'm
Blade is
playing it.
something that is so damning and gross that you can't play it in front of someone without feeling immense levels of shame. But moving forward, we're going to revisit another tweet by Mark Kern here that has a message that is very similar to the previous tweet we just looked at. So he says, Reset Era is having a meltdown over Stellar Blade, with a series of replies from there. Let's take a look. So this one says, I live alone and I'd still be embarrassed to have this on my TV, referring to Stellar Blade. That
Okay.
intro sequence is so effing bad. It's just so many elements of fetish, tick, infantile nonsense. What the hell is with that slow motion? It's sad. I guess that's what it comes down to. There's really talented people working really hard to make a game that glorifies a flagrantly misogynistic depiction of its cast. It's just sad. And
I think I'll end it when he's done because that triggered me. I'm sorry.
another person saying, I'm not participating much in this thread, but I am reading it. But I had to write regarding Stellar Blade. I haven't been disgusted at a game in a good while. This is bad, especially given the developers themselves and the gender war in South Korea. It's just aggravating. Agreed. I tend to be ambivalent with
When is this
sexualized
coming?
character designs in games, but everything about Stellar Blade is just beyond embarrassing and gross. Kinda hate how it's Sony funded and published. I feel like it wouldn't be getting anywhere nearly as much media attention as it is if it wasn't. And moving forward, saying another user replied, said, probably due to wanting to be closer to the developer who is very successful, GAAS, under their belt. I think we are going to see Sony prioritize how to make money with certain titles. I wouldn't be surprised if Shift Up and Sony don't do more collabs. Hell, when Sony partnered up with Stellar Blade, the CEO of Shift Up brought everyone there, or bought everyone there, a PS5. And this reply says, I want to believe that Sony was fulfilling a contract and that they won't work with Shift Up again after it came out. They were a misogynistic developer who punished women working for them for supporting women's rights. But unfortunately, we all know they probably don't give a F. Now, of course, if you don't know what this is referring to right here, there were two feminist developers who were fired by Shift Up, not because they were simply expressing their views. They were quite literally saying, I will not work on this game unless we actually change significant portions of Eve's character design and her personality because it made them fundamentally uncomfortable. Which, of course, as a responsible development team, they had to get rid of them because their moral beliefs were quite literally interfering with their ability to work on this game. That seems very cut and dry. But here's the last reply saying, wow, just wow. This is so much more ridiculous and worse than I even thought this game would go for. Edit. I see people elsewhere being like, the sexualization isn't even that bad. There's no voyeuristic camera angles. And I am convinced I do not inhabit the same world as them. Amazing thread right there, showing people having an absolutely normal response to an attractive video game character design. But moving forward, this is reflected by another insane story I wanted to cover very quickly. Like I said, I've been at WeebCon, so there's a lot of stories piling up. This one relates.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. Okay. Okay. Focusing on Stellar Blade. That last part, that really triggered me. Because why? Okay, why? Why are we bringing that into this? Like, oh, fine. Why you bring South Korea? South Korea? But South Korea is fine. North Korea is messed up. So you're referring to South Korea, right? Okay, there's cultural things there that are messed up. Fine, yeah, but why you bring this here? Okay, I get it. The developers are not from America, right? So, and they fired a couple of people because they're literally being a burden to the company. Like they literally have everything set. The character's gonna be like this. The story's gonna be like this. This is gonna be like this. Like it's already in motion. We're already in development, bro. We decided what we're gonna do, right? So now that we gotta change it, first of all, you're not qualified for that, buddy. You're only qualified to develop it, right? In some way, the sound, the visuals, the graphics, the background renderings, everything. You only hired for that, buddy. You're not here to write your own Mary Sue here, if you understand what I'm saying here. So now I'm like, yeah, you get fired. It's their company, their rules, their management. You will not do anything. I get it, you have your own opinions, but if you're still doing your job, hey, you're doing your job. Maybe one day the higher ups will want to make that type of project, but now no. Because you're making it all about you, or your agenda. And that could have ruined the game. And I feel like that's the thing about developers, it just ruins everything. It's like, fine, you can say that it's a bit over sexualized or whatever. Dude, let me have my fantasy. Let me be a buff, big beard white man with nice blonde hair, blue eyes, smashing through buildings and mountains just to capture a flag, whatever. Just let me be cool. Just let me do me. Then in the end of the game, a hot girl with blue hair, fine figure, who can invent me all my fine vehicles or whatever just to kill everybody. Hey, let me have that, bro. She a down bad 10 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? Just can't we just have fun? I think I think one day I should just turn my room into just a whole studio and just make a whole video about how they are writing stories, because the way they're writing stories, like there's a cause and the solution. Okay, let me put this simply. In a story, right, there's three things. There's a cause, an effect, and a solution. That's how simply I can explain it. Cause, effect, solution. Right? But most stories nowadays is just the cause and the solution. Where's the effect? What what how did us bombing an entire nation affect us and other people where we're interacting with the game, in the movies, in our stories? How? Like that's the writing I'm just don't like. And when you see the type of games these type of people recommend to you, it's always the bad examples. I swear. Not that oh they're gender diverse people or whatever. It's like the writing. That's always hitting me. The writing now, the music just feels pointless to the story now because it's like, it feels like a comedy when I'm watching this action. Or keep playing this action game or whatever, bro. So that's been Rev. Link in the description if you want to watch the whole video. So give love to him, watch the rest of the video if you want to understand full context. Alright. The thing is I could just cut off anyway and just say my own part and it's basically part of the video. Just it's been Triple Into King with another video. Thanks for watching. Sorry for making this too long. Just can you just stop this? The game is coming out in a month. I want to watch it. I want to see my favorite creators play it. Well, probably I'll watch a creator play it if they mind. So it's been Triple Into King with another video. Hope you liked it. Hope I didn't depress you too much. Support good writing. Call out bad writing. Just call it out. It sucks, bro. Yo.